This is the Dominix Limited Edition version 4 with an AV switch and an Ultra Edge heavy blade. This is actually the saber that probably had the most sparring in the video. This sword went through like about 8 minutes of continuous sparring with heavy blows. And as you can see right over here, these scuff marks are pretty much the only sign that this sword has actually seen combat. And like the standard issue saber, it lights up and the sound works fine. You can sort of see the scuff marks when the saber's lit up. We got these sabers with the intention to practice kendo with them. So when we chose our hilts and our blade lengths, we got them to try and match them to the dimensions of a shinai as much as possible. The saber here is the Dominix version 4, and the shinai is a size 38, which is the standard size for high schoolers. Comparing the hilt of the Dominix version 4 and the handle of the 38 shinai, you can see that the hilt is just a little bit shorter than the handle of the shinai, by maybe about 1/4 of an inch. It's also substantially thicker at the base here compared to the base here. Here at the choke points, the diameter actually is very, very close to that of the shinai. The 36-inch blade on the lightsaber is about an inch longer than the blade of the shinai. So overall, the saber is about the same length as a 38 shinai. Now we see a side-by-side view of the Dominix lightsaber with a size 39 shinai. The hilt of the shinai is roughly about like 3/4 of an inch to an inch longer than that of the lightsaber. And the blade, likewise, is a little bit longer for the shinai than for the lightsaber. So overall, this particular lightsaber is about 1.5 inches shorter than a size 39 shinai. Now I'm going to talk about how they handle. The saber is a good deal heavier than the shinai. Obviously, that makes sense since the shinai is made out of bamboo, and the handle of the saber is made out of aircraft aluminum, plus the components of the sound card and the batteries. The blade itself is also a bit heavier than that of the shinai. And I can say from first-hand experience that being hit with the lightsaber blade hurt a little bit more than being hit with the shinai, but not unreasonably so. And then the tsubadome goes on top. The Dominix has a pommel that is completely open. And you can see the diaphragm right there. So there is the potential for some freak accident to damage the diaphragm of the speaker. One feature of this saber that I actually particularly like is the button, the activation switch, the AV button switch. Because when we're sparring, we're wearing these. Kote. And with the AV switch, it's actually possible to activate the switch very easily while wearing the coating. In comparison with the guarded black switch, it's a little bit harder to activate and deactivate the saber with the gauntlets on. Have to press a little bit harder to turn the saber off.